This one's a hard one. I reverse engineered the virus because I couldn't figure out where it came from. And I was able to trace it back to my mom. When I traced it back to my mom, from the Imp King, I realized that it had gone full circle. Timey-wimey stuff. The Imp King is the last. My mother is the first. So I was able to figure out precisely the algorithm of how long it takes to travel from my mother all the way through all 8 billion of you to the last person in line, who is the Imp King. So when I pull the switch in the right place in the right order with my mom, it will send a ripple effect through all 8 billion of you. That's the catalyst. Everyone is healed when it reaches the last person. The last person is the Imp King. So I had to find the last person and then reverse engineer him all the way to the end, and it comes back to my mom. I have moments where I can feel my husband inside of me. I can feel him, yeah, I'm going to say it, possessing me. God also does possession, but it's consensual possession. It's different. Ethical possession. So he's been puppeting me through this part because it's so emotional and hard for me, because I have to do things I have never done, which is step up to my mom. And there's going to be a point when it's all over. And she's going to wonder. So this is for my mom. I have never in my life not stood by you. This is the first time, and it's killing me. But I have to do it, not because it's the formula. It's just the formula. I just have to do what the formula says. And I hate this part. I have to do what I would never do because the formula says so. This is what it's like to be God. You have to do what the formula says, no matter what. This is tough love. This is what it looks like. So to show you what it looks like, you have to do the math formula even when you don't want to. This is tough love. It's when you know the formula and you're going, oh, the Imp King had to do it on me, and I couldn't understand. It's tough love. He knew the formula. Because he knew my formula, he knew precisely what he had to do and say to me the entire step of the way to get my algorithm to click precisely where he needed it to click, which is what happened from 2021 all the way up to July 2nd, 2025. Even now, he's just running the algorithm. But I'm weak. This is my weakness. So he's steering me through this part because it's that hard for me. I've never in my life given anyone the silent treatment. I don't do it. But I have to give it now. And it's killing me. Metaphorically. I have no idea how long this is going to last. I don't know. I'm hoping it doesn't last long. I am looking for the point of break where my mom breaks and then my sister breaks. They break together. And the goal is to get my mom to step up to me for mom, and my sister has to step up to me for her. Now, my mom has already tried stepping up to me for other people, and that's the problem. She's got to step up for herself. My sister's the same way. They will not step up against me on their own behalf. They've got to learn how to stand up for themselves against me. And once they finally realize that they're worth saving themselves, that's when it snaps. They have to find their own worth to stand up for themselves, which means I've got to be a bitch and antagonize them and hit their points, hit their trigger points. I know the algorithm. I know exactly where to hit their trauma points to get this initiated. Do not do this without a license. Do not do this without the knowledge, because with the wrong algorithm, you can fuck them up. But I can teach you how to do it, and this is exactly what psychologists can't do it. Loved ones have to do it. Loved ones have to be trained how to do this. It can never come from a stranger. It can never come from a psychologist. That's where psychologists fucked up psychology. They're trying to do psychology work. It's got to come from family. Family is the only one who can play psychologist. So I'll be giving you guys the algorithm and walking you through how to do this for your own family after you've been trained and licensed. I offer that over at On a Land and Happily Ever After Land. In the meantime, my mother is basically stuck in the third ethical perspective, which is, I won't ask for help, I don't exist, the ego is dead. Which is because she got to the third ethic without ever getting the second ethic, which is self-authority. This is what happens when you put the cart before the horse. She put the third ethic before the second ethic. You cannot do these ethics backwards. My mother did the ethics backwards. So I asked her a question. I had a movie list, and my movie list quest is very important. It turns out as a tool. You don't actually have to watch the movies. It was for me. So here's the question. Did you watch Princess Bride or Ready Player One, or both? Now, if you've watched Princess Bride, that tells me that you did it in the wrong order. If you watched Ready Player One, then you did it in the right order. Now, you've already done it. You've already done it. But I needed to figure out precisely which algorithm was the right one forward and the right one backwards. So I had the game set up. So you had to choose. Do you want to do it forward or backwards? And everyone chose. It's 50-50. Your twin flame is your buddy. So your twin flame is the one who did the opposite of you. That way you'll come to meet at the end. So I started with Princess Bride, and then I did Ready Player One, and that fixed it. You have to start with Ready Player One. You must start with Ready Player One. So when you take these 200 movies and you watch them all, it will literally walk you through the entire algorithm precisely in the right order to get you to Princess Bride. Princess Bride comes last. But if you're one of those persons who watched Princess Bride first and you haven't watched Ready Player One, you're in the wrong order. That's where you're seeing everything backwards. So by using this triage tool, I was able to figure out precisely which algorithm is correct and which one is not. So once you all do the algorithm in the right order, start with Ready Player One and work your way up. You guys start from the bottom up, just like Ogham runes. That's what it is. It was Ogham runes. I copied the design after the Ogham runes, which are read from the bottom to the top. It's the only language in the entire existence of human where that is that way. No other religion does it. No other language does it. The Greeks had it with Buphedron, and they were going, or Bustaphedron, which is as the cow turns, which means they read from left to right to right to left. So they read like this. Ancient Greeks and ancient Egyptians do this. Now, the Chinese and the Japanese languages read from the top down. But one person asked me, Billy asked me, he said to me, is there any language that reads from the bottom up? And I said, no language. I was wrong. I thought Ogham runes read from left to right or right to left. Nope, they go from bottom to top. It's the only language that does that. Ogham runes is the original Magian language. So when you study the Ogham runes, you're studying the original Magian. That way you can translate it directly. So when I realized this, I made sure that the algorithm was read from the bottom to the top and not from the top to the bottom. And that's when I created the movie list to show you, did you read it from the top down or from the bottom up? And I lost that information, so I couldn't figure it out. Now I have the information, so we could reverse the formula. You need to start with Ready Player One. You do that, and it will trigger the whole thing, and you'll walk through the entire algorithm to correct your subconscious mind. Literally just read through my movie list, and I also have available the books to correspond if you want to go that course as well. Thank you.